What's up guys, Jim Yosef here and welcome to a brand new video. Welcome to Daily Dose of Transfer Gossip. Today is Tuesday, the 25th of July. And in comparison to the last couple of episodes, today has certainly picked up in regards to confirmed transfers as well as the rumours. So before we get started, as always, can show support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome. Remember, 1,000 likes is the title for today's video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to click the subscribe button for daily Fifa content and press the notification tab next to it to receive notifications about my videos. If you missed yesterday's video, it'll be down below in the description box. And today's question of the day, what is your favourite football stadium? Let me know your answers down below in the comments section. But now, let's jump on to confirmed transfers. The very first player is going to Bernard Mensah, going to Kazım in Turkey from Atletico Madrid on a loan deal. And last season, he was out on loan to a Portuguese team. Next up, we go on to Buchel, going to Hellas Verona from Empoli on a loan deal for the season. Then we've got a strange one. Honestly, I'm not sure what happened. The player involved is Mauricio, a Brazilian CDM who used to play for Zenit St. Petersburg, and what I've read today, he no longer plays for them, he's now a free agent. Overall, I've got no idea what happened, but probably it was a mutual agreement. And in regards to FIFA Ultimate Team this year, he has a very well-rounded card. And now we've got a story about Cassano. So a couple of weeks ago, he signed for Hellas Verona on a free transfer after being a free agent. But just 8 days after signing for them, he announced his retirement from football, but then a couple of hours after that, he changed his mind again. A quote from him does say he'd rise to the challenge and have a crazy season. And now 6 days later, after playing 2 preseason friendlies for his new side, he said he's retiring again, the second time since joining Hellas Verona, but this time, he means it. But who knows, in a couple days time, he could change his mind again. Next up we go on to Mason Mount, a young English talent from Chelsea, going on loan to Vitesse. Then we move on to Ryan Gold, who's currently owned by Sporting and hasn't really played too much I believe, but has now gone out on loan to Desportivo Aves for the season. And now we've got Edu going to KRC Genk in Belgium from Hammarby, which I think is Sweden, for £1.06 million. Another defender transferring yesterday is going to Fidel, going to Real Betis from Deportivo Alaves for 2.13 mil. Another defender is going to Jene, probably said his name wrong there, but I think a couple of years ago had a very good bronze team this season. He's a very short centre-back, so probably won't be used too much next year, but he has joined Getafe from a club in Belgium called Sint-Truiden for an undisclosed fee. Ryder Valdes finally completed the switch to Crystal Palace from Ajax for £7.8 million until 2020, and to feather FIFA 18, he'd probably be used quite a bit at the start of the game as a cheap option. Then we go on to Pablo Fornals, going to Villarreal from Malaga for €12 million, and in fact he paid the clause himself to push through a move. And I'm pretty sure there's a rule in Spain where a player can pay out his clause himself to force through a move. And now we've got Chicharito completed his move to West Ham from Bayer Leverkusen for £16 million. He's on £140,000 per week on a 3-year deal. I have said it a few times now, but that transfer right there, in my opinion, is a fantastic value for money. Next up, we got on to Federico Bernardeschi, who completed his move to Juventus from Fiorentina for €40 million, which will be paid over 3 years. It could rise to a maximum of €45 million, I'm assuming, after additional fees, and he signed a 5-year contract. And final confirmed one today is a massive one again, and that is Benjamin Mendy completed his switch to Man City from Monaco. They have been linked to it for so long now, but finally they got a deal done for 51 or £52 million, meaning he's the most expensive defender in world football. He signed a 5-year contract with City, and he's going to wear the number 22 shirt. And because that transfer is now official, you understand why my second video tonight had to be delayed. But now we've got to potential deals. The very first player is going to Jack Wilshere, linked to Antalyaspor again. Antalyaspor are in talks to sign Jack Wilshere from Arsenal, who turned down a £6 million offer from Sampdoria last week. He has also been linked to West Ham United for 20 mil, we'll have to wait and see. Next up we go on to Lucas Perez, also of Arsenal, and various sources are saying Lucas Perez wants to leave Arsenal after feeling cheated. And he believes that Arsenal giving his number 9 shirt to new signing Alexandre Lacazette was an ugly gesture. And the reason there's a Deportivo badge there is because according to reports in Spain today, Deportivo La Coruña have offered Lucas Perez a 10-year contract in an attempt to persuade the Arsenal striker to return to the club. And that's despite him being like 28 or 29 years old, so fair play to them, also they want him back. And now L'Equipe sent the Turkish giants Fenerbahce have had 2 offers for French striker and AC Milan forward, and Bayern Yang rejected. Their first proposal was a loan deal with the option to buy worth €7 million, and that could have risen to €16 million if all bonuses were met, and Milan, they rejected it. And Fenerbahce appear to be offering Niang €4 million per year, which could rise to 5 mil after bonuses, but right now Milan are holding on to the player. And there are some rumours saying potentially he could be going to Torino as part of the Belotti deal. Next up we go on to Ryan Bertrand. Yesterday was it to Chelsea, but according to multiple reports today, City are now looking at Bertrand as a backup option for Benjamin Mendy. But Southampton are asking for £40 million to get him, and imagine after that one, that'd probably be their last defensive signing. And yesterday I mentioned how potentially Matic to Juventus had broken down, but according to Sky Italia today, Nemanja Matic is the main midfield target for Juventus, and new talks have been held about signing him from Chelsea. At this point in time, he's probably still favourites to go to United. We'll have to wait and see though, because Juventus, they're definitely in for a centre mid. And now we've got an update regarding Wilfred Boney as potential return to Swansea City. So according to Wales Online again, same sources yesterday, Swansea have agreed terms with Man City for the transfer of Wilfred Boney, but they are concerned about his wage demands being £130,000 per week. Now I'm not sure if Swansea are planning to keep Gylfi Sigurdsson as well as bringing Wilfred Boney. If they do sell Gylfi Sigurdsson, it frees up a lot of funds. Sigurdsson isn't the only Swansea player linked to move away though. Obviously Fernando Llorente has been linked to Chelsea, so quite possibly Boney could be a replacement for him. And now we're going for Arsenal fans. According to today's start today, Monaco have demanded £55 million for Arsenal target Thomas Lemar. And to be honest, in this market, 55 mil, with some of the fees being thrown back right now, 55 mil again, it doesn't seem overly too expensive, but Monaco are probably very reluctant now to sell anyone else. So far at their main players, I'm pretty sure I saw Bernardo Silva, Benjamin Mendy as well as Bakayoko. There may be one more I'm missing there, but overall, they've earned like 200 million euros. But in my opinion, I think he'll stay at Monaco for one more season. Next up, we've gone to Moussa Dembele. According to Sky today, Marseille have held talks in Glasgow on Saturday about signing Celtic striker Moussa Dembele. He'll cost in the region of £20 million, and last season, he scored 32 goals. So far this summer, he has been to move to the Premier League as well as they moved to AC Milan. And if I talk about Milan, Marseille also in talks to sign Carlos Bacca from them for around 15 million euros. And a very short one according to Futsport today in Turkey. Galatasaray in talks with Arsenal about signing a 25-year-old midfielder, Mohamed Elneny. And next up, we've got Naby Keita and a potential move to Liverpool. So to be honest, I wasn't going to include Keita today because most of the stuff coming out about him, it's all very contradicting. But then something happened yesterday in Leipzig's training session, which of course, it sparked a bit of controversy on Twitter. So Leipzig had to call off their training session early yesterday after Naby Keita, he two-footed a teammate. Now at first instance, that sounds really bad and very unprofessional, but if you watch the clip itself, basically he picks the ball up, he takes around the player, which I believe his name is Diego Dem, I probably said that wrong, he takes around him and then he gets taken out. And Keita didn't look too happy about it, so in retaliation, he two-footed the player. It wasn't studs up, by the way, it wasn't like going straight for his shins or his knee. He did take him out very badly though, and the player did suffer an injury. But look at the video itself, when Keita got taken out, another player seemed to retaliate, but when he done it back, like 3 or 4 players went up to him and had a go at him. I'm not saying 2 wrongs make a right, but it did seem that some players, there's a bit of a divide there. And a couple of journalists that have been reporting about Naby Keita and his move to Liverpool did say, in terms of a transfer, Liverpool have tabled a third offer for him, but Leipzig are yet to respond. Naby Keita's agent is going to Austria, where he'll be meeting with the Leipzig management in the next 48 hours. And Bild very late last night did say Liverpool have offered 83 million euros for Naby Keita, and could have a potential 5% sell-on fee on there. And now according to Gazzetta dello Sport, Inter Milan have had a massive meeting yesterday with senior men at the club, and Spalletti is insisting he wants 4 or 5 new signings. Spalletti really wants to sign Arturo Vidal from Bayern for 45 million euros plus 5 mil in bonuses. That bid itself will apparently go through very soon, and whether Bayern accept it or not, we'll have to wait and see. It does seem very low in this market, but of course, it's not a Premier League club involved. If it was, maybe like 80 mil. Apparently they want to get a fullback, a centre-back, 2 centre mids and 1 forward. And if Perisic leaves as well, it means 1 more attacker. And the players in mind are going to be Vecino, Vidal, Dalbert, Mamana, Diakabi I think his name is, Diop, and Ajax's centre-back Sanchez. And the forwards linked to them are Patrick Schick, Keita Baladiao, and Anthony Martial. And they're also still interested in Di Maria and Berardi, so a lot of names linked to them, but so far, not much business. Next up, we go on to Gylfi Sigurdsson, and Sky Sports tweeted saying Everton have made a new bid, a second bid, for the Swansea man worth £45 million. However, Swansea have rejected Everton's improved offer for Gylfi Sigurdsson. The Welsh side is still holding out for £50 million. And you've got to assume that if Everton are willing to pay 45 mil, they're probably more than willing to go to 50. And the final one today is going to be from Don Ballon regarding Marco Asensio. So apparently, Manchester United and Arsenal could go head-to-head for Real Madrid's 21-year-old wonder kid, Marco Asensio. And they also say that Asensio wants to be rewarded by Real Madrid for his progress last season. I'm pretty certain he'll be staying at Real Madrid for a long time, and in the future, him linking up with Ceballos, that is going to be extremely special. But that's the final one for today's video, so as always, if you enjoyed it, show support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome. Remember, 1,000 likes is the target for today's video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content, and press the notification tab next to it to receive notifications about my videos. If you missed yesterday's video, it'll be down below in the description box. And today's question of the day, what is your favourite football stadium? So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.